Mr. Lewandowski, I did not say that. That is a false quote.
Right here.
And
it's clear.
What you have is a false quote.
What
you have is a false quote. And I'm putting you on notice. If you continue to repeat falsely that I said that, you will be potentially in a defamation situation.
I think it's week 5. Is it week 5 of the Donald Trump campaign implosion? They just cannot catch their footing. I'm not complaining. That was Cory Lewandowski, who was brought on recently to try to fix the Trump campaign's implosion. Obviously not going well. I'm going to show you that clip in just a moment where he gets called out on live air by Ari Melber for lying, using a quote that is made up. Clearly, the Republicans and Fox writ large do not know how to handle this moment because Kamala Harris is rising in the polls. She has the momentum at her back, and Trump is floundering and doing all the things that we know that he does when he's not winning. He's being racist, he's being misogynistic, and frankly, he's just not even campaigning, he's golfing. Fox is trying to carry his water, and here's Jesse Waters on Fox just earlier trying to wish away Kamala's great polling. But I want you to see, watch this. I'm going to show you what Fox does not even an hour later to Jesse. It's brilliant. Real quick, if you're liking this video, go ahead and like the video. And if you do not subscribe yourself to the channel, subscribe. Let's build community. Come join us.
So this was a terrible week. She got no bounce out of the convention.
That's not true.
She's no bounce.
She got a 4-point bounce, and
no
she's
bounce.
in Georgia today campaigning.
Okay, she got no bounce, Jessica.
No bounce.
Look at the polls. Okay. And she's now down in all the battleground states.
That's not true.
Real clear. Check it out.
Okay.
Right now, in the break, I'll prove you wrong.
Of course, that's a lie. Kamala Harris is surging. She has the wind at her backs. She is fundraising like crazy. She's doing so well in the fundraising. I actually have this. Here is a fundraising total that James Crocker on Threads posted. By the way, I never post anything from Threads on here. Here's something from Threads. So fundraising, large and small, large contributions, nearly $300 million for Kamala, $200 million, not even $178 million for Trump. Small dollar contributions, that's normal folks like you and me, $209 million, small contributions for $83 million. Now, of course, that's not votes. Those aren't votes, but that is proof that there's something afoot. But Jesse Waters didn't even need proof from me because watch what his own network does to him. His own network, just an hour later.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. With fewer than 70 days until the presidential election, we are releasing new Fox polls from key Sun Belt states, and it's anyone's ball game, as you can see right here. Former President Donald Trump holds a 1-point lead in North Carolina, 50-49. But Vice President Kamala Harris, is leading by 1 in Arizona, 50-49, by 2 in Nevada and Georgia, 50-48 in each of those states. All of these numbers, obviously, within the margin of error here. These surveys, we should point out, were conducted after both the Democratic National Convention and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dropping out.
So those polls were conducted after the convention, so that ties in any kind of like surge she might have had from that, and also with RFK Jr. dropping out, which is a big deal. That means that she is leading in every single Sun Belt state. I'm going to tell you this right now. Georgia is a do-or-die state for Trump. That's why he's in there as often as he is, because if he does not win Georgia, the path to victory for him, it gets very, very narrow. 2% might not sound like a lot, but Jon Ossoff won that race. Jon Ossoff, a campaign I worked on, he's a senator from Georgia. He won his race by 10,000 votes. So 2% is a huge margin. It's a huge margin. So it's no wonder that Cory Lewandowski from Trump's campaign, who was brought in to fix the mess, he hasn't been able to do it yet, is acting the way he just did on Ari Melber. Watch this.
Now we're at the end of the interview. You want me to respond to that?
Okay.
I'd be happy to, since we're on live air. I'm gonna respond to you on live air. I quoted a New York Times article that said, at the convention, Donald Trump was his own biggest prop. It was a New York Times quote about how he had become such an important figure in rebounding from what was a horrific assassination attempt. Fox News, which Cory, I said I'd address it. I'm going to finish. Fox News, many viewers may not know about this, but apparently you do, and some do. Fox News, which has been caught in defamation, ran a false piece falsely stating that I said something else that I didn't say. So I stand on that. I stand on the New York Times quote.
So you didn't say this bandage was a prop, a spectacle from a candidate who was obsessed with spectacles.
Mr. Lewandowski, I did not say that. That is a false quote.
Right here.
And
it's clear.
What you have is a false quote.
What
you have is a false quote. And if you, I'm putting you on notice, if you continue to repeat falsely that I said that, you will be potentially in a defamation situation because I didn't say that. But I understand that you're working off the internet, which is a lot of false information.
This is what it says
I wish you luck
here.
with that. And Cory Lewandowski, we gave you time.
So you
I
would
appreciate you
apologize
coming
to the
on.
president for that.
Thank you for joining me. Cory.
Wow, that is like, I'm telling you right now, just so you know, when you do a media hit, I'm sure Trump loved that, maybe because Trump loves when someone fights, but that is not how you win voters. Everything you do in a presidential campaign needs to be from the vantage point of, does this bring me more voters or less voters? That might have helped Trump in some way because it made Trump feel good seeing someone, I don't know, be bombastic on television. But I'm telling you right now, that does not win voters. And this is their strategy to attack the media, to lie, to be threatened with lawsuits. They are not going to be changing those polls I just showed you. So anyway, it feels great to be, I mean, listen, we have to keep working from now until November. Absolutely. But this is a campaign that is not operating well at all. And it gives us a total advantage of being able to take this thing through the finish line, for sure. And just further proof of that, here is, I'm going to end with this. Here is JD Vance trying to order a root beer. This guy just cannot be normal. It's not possible. It's not possible. Watch this, and I'll see you next time.
All right, thank you. All right, guys. This is heavy. Jeez. All right, guys. I got it. All right. You got to take them off my hands, though, or I'm going to drop them in front of the media here. Here we go. Thank you. All right, thank you. I won't steal it. We got you covered. We got you covered. That's what they'll report on. JD commits felony theft.
Right here, we can take it. Okay.
I need a napkin.
Thank you. Okay. Super slow.
Got it? Got it. Hey, good to meet you. Yeah, good to meet you. What's your name? Heather. Nice to meet you. Oh, cool. Okay, great. Yeah, great guy. What are you saying? You want to take that? Oh, perfect. All right, so I don't have to steal a bug here. That's good. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yep, you got it. Oh, sorry. Apparently got ice cream on my beer.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?